good, YouTube? Quinn Wade coming to you with that instant basketball analysis on Analysis Playground on YouTube exclusively on there. And we're going to talk about the Rockets won 110 to 105. They got a challenge out of the Timberwolves. It didn't come easy, but they started playing hard, sacrificing their bodies, doing whatever they could to try to put themselves in a position to where they can win. And then they ended up getting it done, but it didn't come easy. 24-15 is the Rockets, and they also are 13-3 at home. They play at home in this game. The Timberwolves 27-15 and 12-9 on the road. The Timberwolves won the first quarter 34-29. Rockets won the second quarter 24-21. They also won the third quarter 28-27, and they won the most important quarter 29-23. Julius Randle, somebody's gonna have to get some buckets for this team, and it ended up being him, which was no surprise. He's one of the better players at his position, and he had a chance to have it his way, and he got it done. 14-25 from the field, 2 of 5 from 3, 9 of 11 from the free throw line. He ended up having a big 39 points. He also had 4 rebounds, 2 assists, and 5 turnovers, 1 block, 4 personal fouls, and a minus 12 in plus minus. Amazing game from him. The fadeaway, the finishes, the three-point shot, and just being able to use the attention that he was getting to help his teammates get easier looks. And then his teammates started to step up a little bit in the fourth quarter, especially towards the end. Jaden McDaniels hit a little mid-range jumper. Obviously, he got to the free throw line and went 4 or 5 there and 1 of 4 from 3. But he finished 5 of 14 from the field. They needed more from him if they was going to win this one, honestly. 15 points wasn't enough. 35 minutes. He did play and get 7 rebounds and 4 assists. He also had 1 turnover, 2 steals, and 2 blocks. 3 offensive rebounds, and he did foul out of this one, which was something that was unfortunate. He was a -5 and plus minus. Rudy Gobert, he got his double-double. He protected the paint. He was able to finish some easy opportunities. He blew some too. But he played 32 minutes and was 4 of 7 from the field. He did go 2 of 10 from the free throw line. It can't go that way, but that's one of his weaknesses, and you got to expose it if it helps you get a win. And he didn't come through for himself or his teammates in this one. 1 assist, 2 turnovers, 2 steals, 2 blocks, 5 offensive rebounds, 5 personal fouls, and a -3 in plus minus. Mike Conley ended up playing 26 minutes. He had 6 points. He went 2 of 8 from the field, 1 of 5 from 3, 1 of 2 from the free throw line. 1 rebound, 1 assist, 1 turnover, 1 steal, 1 offensive rebound. That's all that he ended up getting tonight. He also had 0 personal fouls, was a +8 and plus minus. He didn't take a lot of shots, but he didn't also make enough of them. And he didn't make enough plays when he was out there either, because DiVincenzo was trying to do both of those things. But he didn't have a great shooting night either. 3 of 10 from the field, 2 of 7 from 3. He finished with 8 points. He also played 4 minutes, which was tied for the most on the team with Julius Randle. He did have 8 rebounds, 4 assists, 2 turnovers, 1 steal in the block, 2 offensive rebounds, and 4 personal fouls, and was a +5 in plus minus. I just didn't know what more he could have done. He just took the looks that was there for him and just couldn't make the defense pay enough for making the mistakes that help him getting good looks and getting open. But he did the parts that he was supposed to do to get good looks. It just didn't fall for him, and he just didn't do much after that. I liked his defense, but you still got to bring it on the offensive end too. Joan, 7 minutes. He had missed 1 shot. He also got a rebound, had no turnovers, had 1 personal foul, finished as a 0 in plus minus. Naz Reid, 32 minutes. That ended up being the most on the team. 25 points. He went 8 of 11 from the field, 5 of 7 from 3, 4 of 5 from the free throw line. He ended up always just scoring. He didn't miss that many shots. 3 total is what he missed. Good game from him. These are the games he's capable of having. He had it tonight. The part that sucks is nobody off the bench really gave that much other than him, and that was a big reason why they didn't win either. 9 rebounds, 4 assists, 2 turnovers, 1 steal in the block, 4 personal fouls, a 0 in plus minus. The man can shoot. The man can drive. He can play a little defense. He's strong and physical and got good length on that body. And he has also good strength enough to be able to get boards. He did all of that without even getting an offensive rebound. Jalen Clark, 11 minutes, 2 rebounds, 0 turnovers, 1 offensive rebound, 2 personal fouls, and a -7 and plus minus. Bones Highland, 2 points, 1 of 4 from the field, 0 of 2 from three, 0 of 2 from the free throw line, 5 assists. The 5 assists was the most on the team, and you didn't really expect Bones Highland to do it. But he's been playing a good game of knowing when to pass and looking to defer sometimes while also trying to find a shot, which he didn't really have going in this one. 1 turnover, 1 personal foul, and a -11 and plus minus. And then you look at the Houston Rockets, they were scrapping for this one, and they had to. They had to go out there and lay it all out on the court, and they did. Kevin Wayne Durant, 40 minutes, 39 points, 11 of 18 from the field, 6 of 8 from three, 11 of 14 from the free throw line. He was efficient in every area that you can score in, and he finally started knocking at them threes a little bit better. But other than that, they had no way to guard him, no way to slow him down, and they tried to make it hard and difficult. He just was able to make the shots anyway. They did the best they could and had to live with that. 4 rebounds. He did have 7 assists, but it did come with 5 turnovers. His playmaking needs to continue to improve for this particular team because he has nights where he's willing to pass and he's willing to give up the ball, but it also looks a little awkward and it looks like he really doesn't want to, and sometimes he does it too much. But they got to figure that out. 2 steals and a block. He's still showing you that he's still committing to being a good defensive player, and he's been decent this season. 1 offensive rebound, 3 personal fouls, a +15 and plus minus. Jabari Smith Jr., 38 minutes, 9 points, 3 of 12 from the field, 1 of 4 from three, 2 of 5 from the free throw line, 5 rebounds, 2 assists, no turnovers, 3 blocks. That was the most on the team. He did miss a lot of shots in this one. He did come through in some clutch moments, but they need him to be a lot more consistent. I've been saying that all season. He's one of their important pieces, especially offensively, and he needs to come through more. 2 offensive rebounds, 2 personal fouls, a -5 and plus minus. Alperen Şengün, 32 minutes, 25 points, 11 of 22 from the field, 0 of 1 from three, 3 of 9 from the free throw line. He did a good job of scoring in this one. I like the shots he was taking. I like what he was trying to do. Some of them he just flat out missed, but he still had good positions. He still had good looks. And you just got to live with if you can put it in the basket or not. And like I said, the worst part of his night was his free throw shooting. That could have been way better, but he also did commit a lot of turnovers and fouled out of this one too. But he still finished with a double-double, and he did still have 3 assists, 1 steal and a block, and he also had 4 offensive rebounds, and he finished as my -7 and plus minus. Josh Okogie, he's been a problem too offensively lately. 33 minutes, he had 1 point because he went 1 of 2 from the free throw line, missed every single three again. 0 of 3 from the three-point line. He went 0 of 4 from the field. 2 rebounds, no assists, no turnovers, 1 steal, 2 personal fouls, and a +2 and plus minus. Amen Thompson, 36 minutes, 14 points, 5 of 12 from the field, 1 of 3 from the three-point line, 3 of 4 from the free throw line. 7 rebounds, 4 assists, 3 turnovers, and a steal. 1 offensive rebound, 2 personal fouls, and a +7 and plus minus. Man, he is trying to score. He's trying, and he's getting better at it, but you know that man want to drive. You know when he gets that ball, he wants to attack your feet or come right at you. Gets a little easy to understand that over and over again if you're reading the scout and you played against him before since he's been in the league for a while. But I'm liking the fact that he is trying to slow down a little bit more and try to make the right decision, whether it's passing or driving. And he's trying to take more jumpers. We got to see if he can make them in the future, but he's still not doing it good enough right now. But the 7 rebounds and the 4 assists was good. He also had the steal, but like I said, the 3 turnovers. He also had 1 offensive rebound, 2 personal fouls, was a +7 and plus minus. Dorian Finney-Smith, 16 minutes. He missed his only 3, and that was his only shot. He had 3 rebounds, no turnovers, and a steal, 2 personal fouls, and a -3 and plus minus. Jay Sean Tate, 11 minutes, 4 points, 2 of 2 from the field, 3 rebounds, no turnovers, and a steal, 2 offensive rebounds, 2 personal fouls, and a +2 and plus minus. Clint Capella, 12 minutes, 4 points. He ended up making 2 layups around the rim, 3 rebounds, and an assist, and a steal. 2 personal fouls, and a +8 and plus minus. J.D. Davison, he missed all the shots. He went 0 of 2 from 3. And then he had 1 rebound, had no turnovers, had no personal fouls, with a -5 and plus minus. And of course, Reed Shepherd, 19 minutes. He ended up playing the most minutes off the bench, and he took the most shots, going 5 and 9 as he should have. he made his jump shots, and if he's making that, it opens everything else up for him. He was able to get 2 assists. He also was able to go 4 or 6 from three and have 2 steals, 2 personal fouls, and a plus 11 in plus minus. The Timberwolves 80 field goal attempts, 46%. 84 field goals for the Rockets, 46% also. 43% for the Rockets, 28 three-point attempts. 30 three-point attempts for the Timberwolves, 37%. 34 free throws, 59% for the Rockets. 35 free throws for the Timberwolves, 57%. For them to shoot that many free throws and shoot that poorly, you wouldn't even think that would happen. But both teams did. 42 rebounds for the Rockets, 45 for the Timberwolves, 19 assists for the Rockets, 21 for the Timberwolves, 12 turnovers for the Rockets, 14 for the Timberwolves, 10 steals for the Rockets, 7 for the Timberwolves, 5 blocks for the Rockets, 7 for the Timberwolves, 10 offensive rebounds for the Rockets, 12 for the Timberwolves, and then of course 33 Timberwolves defensive rebounds, 32 defensive rebounds for the Rockets, and of course 23 personal fouls for the Rockets. And then the Timberwolves committed 27. They did shoot only one more free throw than the Timberwolves. The Rockets did, but they shot 59%, which is not that great anyway. So a slow, methodical type of game for both teams. They were trying to ride their best players, trying to find a way to play well off of them. Obviously, it became easier for the Rockets to do it because they had the better players on the court, and they was able to create for themselves and for others. And that's a good thing because the Timberwolves didn't have enough of that, and that's why they ended up falling short in this one. And, you know, it ended up being a back and forth game more than people probably thought that it would be, considering that the Rockets did have the better team and the better players throughout the entire game. But it shows you that's why you play the game. You just never know what's going to happen. You just never know how it's going to play out. The Timberwolves gave themselves chances. They just couldn't take them enough and take advantage of them enough to be able to pull this one out and get a win. And then the Rockets did. They continued to attack them. They continued to play hard. They continued to fight. They continued to push themselves. And then they started making shots and they started making plays. And then they was able to do it more consistently than the Timberwolves, and they ended up getting a win because of that. Comment, like, subscribe, share. Hit that notification bell to get the analysis when it first come out. Y'all stay blessed up. Y'all stay good. Peace. And I'll see y'all later today, hopefully with more analysis.